Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa. Sure, happy Havoc. So we're in the midst of trying to figure out this confusing case. But what's confusing is, first off, Celeste's poker face now broken. Typically when she sees a murder, she's like, teehee, oh, a murder. Neat. Should have adapted better, but now she's off. And then I think I did figure out how the murderer would have moved Hifumi's body. I remember there was dollies in the art room, so that's a possibility. And then yeah, and then Yasuhiro's gone, and also I don't know how anyone could move in that cosplay thing. There's a lot of things going on with this case that don't entirely make sense. But right now, okay, she's in the equipment room. We know where that's at. So we need to look for evidence. Or no, we need to find the bodies. So would it be in the art room? I want to see if one of the dollies is taken. We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Wait, I think I read that wrong. Whatever. Where could the two bodies have disappeared to? Who knows, man? Maybe in the closet behind you. Huh? The door must have been locked. Well, why is it locked? Why did you lock it? That's where the dollies are. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Okay, okay. Rec room? Nope. Alright, let's go down a floor. Because I don't believe they're in a classroom. They would never be in a classroom. Classrooms are boring. I still have more to look around on this floor. I do? Look, nothing there. Look, nothing's in the classrooms, I'll tell you. Oh, hi there. Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taki's bodies have been both hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura, we'll go on ahead. Bodies were in the repository? Oh, it's a repository. Okay, to the repository. Repository? Like the restroom? I don't know. Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. In here? Up ahead is the repository. Oh. No, that's a closet. Their door not turned. I guess it's unlocked. And I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... Dude, it's the exact same side as you've seen multiple times, just with multiple people. The two bodies that disappeared were right here. There. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
But everyone's seen all the bodies already. And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. See, for Hifumi, Who found him? Me, Celeste, and what's her name? AoE, I think. And it's Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko. They found Taka. So why is Taka's alarm just going off now? I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. I was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right. Just hand it over already. Now, make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Alright, adios Monokuma. Time to figure out this confusing crap. Well then, now we've found the bodies, all that's left is uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on! How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever, they're never coming back. Awful, this is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this?
I don't know.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Large wet tears fell from her eyes. Little tears on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Sadness. He opened his eyes. This wasn't... Alright. Tears of joy, save Hifumi. What? Wait, hold up. Now there's 2 death announcements. And one of them's not dead. What the hell is happening? Is this freaking Tuna hero? Freaking is the hero dead?
He's alive again?
Yeah.
Where am I?
The arts room, Hifumi.
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
I don't know.
Hifumi, wake up!
He's awake.
Huh? Ah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Got your brain a little scrambled, eh?
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything.
Oh. Bonking on the head?
Before I met you all.
Uh-huh.
I met you all.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, bud. Are you sure your noggin's not little made of scrambled eggs right now? His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light.
Uh-huh.
It's reaching out to me.
Hifumi, no! Just put a band-aid on his head, y'all.
Like the tail of a comet.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you?
Well, he wouldn't know.
Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me?
Yeah, I mean, you're still
That's
alive.
right. I remember their name.
Uh-huh.
Yasu. Hiro.
Yasuhiro. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. Alright, we'll just assume that's a fluke on Monokuma's part. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there's no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat. Look, see? Her poker face is back.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referencing to.
So in other words,
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people, even killing Taka and Hifumi. Yasuhiro, I mean, I guess maybe he wanted to buy all those crystal balls. I was joking, but... And then going so far as to hide their bodies? A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forget him. To kill 2 of our friends?
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look like that. It does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. Trying to figure out what Yasuhiro's. Oh, 2 more people died. I gotta figure out what their I gotta think about what their punishment would be. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Investigate. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Fumi were attacked. What if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? We already said that, like, accomplices don't do anything. An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma!
Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I, during the first class trial?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Well, he said no, right?
So you ask. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Uh-huh.
So in other words,
And there's no way anyone would work.
No,
together,
it's
right?
Mondo.
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then.
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey.
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder. Only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
Well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder and plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person?
well now.
That sounds like there was an accomplice. Now I'm even more confused. Now, because they wouldn't bring it up unless it has to do with something. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened, and an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However.
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's go back to the investigation.
indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hero is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should just consider a certain someone a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Yeah? When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, Milk Sack Girl.
Huh?
Milk Sack? Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know? She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body. See, that's what I was talking about, right? But then the dolly.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not going to kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
Another topic, should we be post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'll be totally useless on the investigation anyways. That's
all
fair.
Clear now.
Then, that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Alright, we got a truth bullet. Okay, I gotta blow my nose real quick. Time to look for evidence. Will this count as evidence? These hammers are of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers have been obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I don't get how that's anything. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monaco file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. A blue tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And the dolly. It's dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh, but wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. I was right. That's how they move the bodies. So there's a blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? I mean, it's pretty obvious, my guy. What do you've got to say?
So,
Hey, Mikado, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But
And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got there, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? Yes, it was locked. I literally jiggled on the handle and even mentioned that, wow, it's unlocked now. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. Did the murderer hide in here? The door was locked when the search for the bodies began. Now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave the area to find out. Let me talk to that. Oh, there's Byakuya. There are too many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then.
Would you like my help? No. I can't remember everything that happened. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died? Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other
And then
words,
there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but what if he did do it? Why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about this case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. I mean, there's no point in hiding it. We know where every place is. But if that's the case, we found these bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing two people? What? Because all the rules say is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But if killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. Yeah, and if you just took out Taka, or if he just took out Hifumi, then the other would be most suspect since they were both like love lost over, or freaking like starry-eyed towards Chihiro. Or alter ego.
I see.
Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the room. Okay, he doesn't think it's Yasuhiro. He talked as if he'd figure something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? And Hifumi, no, bud. Fumi's big, cold body laying on the floor. His really a big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move something so big? That's what I was saying. The nerf is off from where he's discovered to here, the repository. Yeah, that's like the first to the third floor, right? All the way from the first floor to the third floor. And all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's so good, I just don't get it. I can't think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Do I see a little bit of red? Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh. Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. Oh. Hold on. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hifumi's glasses have been... Okay. They're... Okay, that can actually answer a few of my questions if what I'm thinking is happening. So... Okay. Hifumi. So we know Monokuma can slip up, right? So maybe Hifumi was not dead, but Monokuma thought he was, right? And that's why the alert went off. But the only reason I'd think he'd need to clean his glasses if like someone would clean his glasses if he was alive, and he had to see where he was going. Like, there'd be no other reason. So, what I'm thinking is maybe... Yasuhiro's accomplice was Hifumi. That could be it. Although I don't know why he would be an accomplice. Because, like, the whole Blacken thing, I don't know. But that answer how Hifumi was able to get himself to this room because he was still alive. And that's also why he was able to come back, because he probably died, like, or he probably got hit not too long ago. I don't know. That's my only, there's only one way in and out of this room. There's a door that he knows locked before. That's definitely locking the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. That's why I think maybe it was Hifumi. Because he could have been locking the door and hiding it here. And also, he knows about the everything at Art Roomy. So he could have painted... Because also, another thing I was thinking is, how the heck did Yasuhiro get like a cosplay robot? And also, why were the hammers, like, we saw these mallets. I think there's more mallets than there's less mallets than there were before. I don't know. Maybe there's not. But those mallets, I feel like Hifumi's the only one who could actually use art and create those. Like the mallets and the cosplay thing. So he would be the accomplice. I think stuff is fitting together. The door can only be locked from the inside repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. and the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone to the repository and locked the door. When they are done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone was probably Hifumi. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found. Okay. So, there's a nurse's office. And this one's closer, so I'm gonna go here first. So maybe Yasuhiro betrayed Hifumi. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll find out in the trial. Hey, it's Genocide Jill. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. There's the tarp. Huh, the tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's some kind of tire marks going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. Okay. And if Hifumi wasn't, if Hifumi was alive, and he had accomplice was Yasuhiro, I think Sakura can be marked as innocent. I believe so, because she would be able to carry Taka's body. No problem, wouldn't need a dolly. There's blood on its tire. That blood could have come from here, which could mean that Taka's body is moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are here on the 3rd floor, so that could definitely been a possibility. Nice. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body is in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. I think Hifumi was alive. If everyone's been following my logic, Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. Body is moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Okay, leave the equipment room, yes. We've got to go look at the nurse's office. Okay. Where? That's upstairs. Because no, there is a 4th floor though. I think I already said that at some point, but you know, whatever. And we go! I keep on forgetting that the teleport function is the thing, but like, it's not entirely useful. Because I feel like I can run way faster. Alright. Hi there. Seems to be a hammer right here. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when he got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said something, the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. I don't believe so. Only Sakura can do that, but there was a dolly being used at one point, and I do not believe Sakura needs a dolly.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the truth section of the handbook. Okay. There's more for me to look at in here? The trash can. Anything in here? It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glass cleaning hand cloth. That's what I thought. And it's his. It's his. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. It's a punchy princess. Ah, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh,
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there's a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Glasses cleaning cloth have been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Leave the area? Yeah. Where else would we go? Oh. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is a note Hero wrote to get us all to meet, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Add to the rules bullet section of the handbook. Okay, so we're gonna go to the bottom. We're on the bottom floor. And we're off. Are we gonna find a note or something that does not have Yasuhiro's handwriting? I always forget where their rooms are. There you are. Who's at the end of the hall? No, Hifumi. Okay, Yasuhiro. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Hehe, plunge. Plungers. Wow. Why is my room so gosh darn plain? And then there's crap like this. This is Hero's room. There's all kind of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? A surveillance camera? There's no point in worrying about it right now. I need to just forget about it. A bed. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. Boxes. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and some things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster? Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Yeah, someone else wrote them. Robo Justice blueprints have been added to the truth books. Because that's not Yasuhiro's handwriting. Leave the area? No. I'm not done. Oh, maybe I am done. No, I gotta check his bathroom. I silently checked the bathroom. There's nothing in there. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. That's all for this area. Mikado! Big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too! Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume!
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. I think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Yeah, that's why I think Hifumi is the accomplice, because he's the, I feel like he's the kind to make that kind of stuff. Gosh, why do I have to look at them from a distance? There we go. Kyoko in.
I mean,
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Hero? I am positive that this is the suspicious individual that attacked me. Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hero. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you. Hold on, I'm talking to people. Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him. Hero? Huh? Ah, yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Breaking the fourth wall there, bud.
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. Looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something?
What?
That's creepy. Yeah. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What exactly? What do you mean? Never mind. That whole mastermind's accomplice thing is getting there. It's forming. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, no. She says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second of sleep, don't even know how that happened. Formaldehyde. Then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pays me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. Little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
got it all
I didn't
wrong.
make this stupid frickin' thing.
It would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Woo! Free at last! Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So
More
then,
to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait,
Um,
what? Hold on a second.
honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. Alright, Byakuya, if you don't explain about the blueprints to me right now, this is highly suspicious. This is like that one case where Mondo knew about the blue jacket. You should not know about the blueprints.
Is that it?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone was
That's
Hero. Shall we tie him up and gag him? Hold up. Celeste and Hifumi? Is this what it is? I still don't know how the costume fits in it all, but I know the costume was there to blame Yasuhiro. And Celeste is like the only one that ever saw the robot, right? Celeste and Hifumi are the only ones that saw the robot. And Celeste should not know what she just told me. And you know what? I bet Hifumi would do. It's already been shown during that tea incident. Hifumi is willing to do whatever Celeste tells him to do. I don't know. I'm suspicious.
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him to kill anyone else. Kind of wish it was AoE though, cause like freaking I don't like her. But I think she's too dumb to kill anyone. To tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. Okay, I also gotta think, AoE never thinks the right... The game would be too easy if it was Yasuhiro, and I know AoE never, I don't know, she can never really think enough to find a complicated culprit. She always thinks it's the obvious. So, typically it's not who AoE thinks it is. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me. Another thing. Oh, I should have thought about this. Since, the whole photograph, that could have been staged. Because we knew Hifumi, well, we figured out that Hifumi was the accomplice, right? So, that photograph, Celeste gave it. Celeste was the one who showed it. She's the one who took it. And if Hifumi was the accomplice and your hero was attacking, they wouldn't do that in front of an innocent person. I don't think. I don't know. That could be a far stretch now that I think about it, but I think that's what's happening. How do you know I'm not the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine. If you're going to be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a beat, Hina started putting on the ROBO Justice costume.
Huh.
Ah, see?
Look. See how loose it is?
Interesting. Okay. I am seeing now how someone in the cosplay costume could move around so much. Because your legs, all your joints seem to be easily... Okay. That's been explained to me now. But I'm still thinking what I've been thinking.
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere.
That's why I don't think he was using it, because it's hard to, like... Oh, but wait. But he can move in it. I don't know.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
I think... Okay, it's either Yasuhiro or Celeste. But I'm thinking it's Celeste because of the info she knows. Yasuhiro, this is a lot of circumstantial stuff, but Celeste really gave some hard evidence that it's her.
Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
Yeah?
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Yeah, we know Yasuhiro didn't make it because of the handwriting. That's a red herring from the author. I feel it.
Well, either way.
I think it's
now we
Hifumi
know
who
for
made it.
sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
Yeah? In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. I thought no one could take it off on their own.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Mikado, go ahead. Yeah, okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You were absolutely right. It seems like this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then, there's another costume. There must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on that line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the word.
Who cares? Here's the only one with an alibi. Only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him. I mean, is this really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Can someone, like, tell me? ROBO Justice costume was added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Oh,
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then
Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you're quite protective of her, yes? That's because she helped me out so much until now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup. That's what I'm saying.
What the heck?
And Byakuya typically knows crap. Byakuya is good at that. So I think it is Celeste and Hifumi. I don't know how all the actions occurred, because I felt like everyone was with everyone the entire time. But I think those two are the suspects. If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Mikado, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
just the
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Huh? Wait, hold on. Those 2 are the ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least
Which means
30%
alter ego or
right.
Chihiro must have done it. Chihiro's a computer, you idiot.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
I
so
know.
then.
That note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. That's the last thing I remembered, going to the rec room. Then for some reason I fell asleep, and Celeste was in the rec room.
Hey.
Real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. That nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that with formaldehyde. What? Really? I told you, something's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape, someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? Yeah, they preyed on me for desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Yashihiro's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why did you kill him? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's false accusation. Someone help me. I mean, I assume maybe because he wanted to buy more of those crystal balls. Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Yeah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Pete, don't fail me now. I guess I better get back to guard duty. I was going to ask Toka or Genocide Jack to switch with me. Well, if she and Sakara got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation. It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
why is that?
No. To reject me so simply. Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me. Well, I mean, she did that to Chihiro.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know? They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway.
Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Upstairs we go, unless they moved again. But Fumi's dead. Like, dead, so I don't think that's possible. Which repository was it? The arts room one? Man, I feel bad for Taka. Also Hifumi, because I bet Celeste bullied him into doing it. But... Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
Monokuma File was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Interesting. What do you gotta say?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
Remember the wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then.
Take a look. It's been broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It's most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, these hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. Oh. So that would mean this watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
Last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you, how long were you going to keep us waiting? Where's his watch at? Oh. Voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. Whoa. They thought ahead, or they thought behind, I don't know.
In other words.
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken up at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Noise.
However.
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. It appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because.
Rigor mortis has already said it. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? My gosh. Yeah, okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that
I
right?
wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Fumi's body.
So then.
Let's check Fumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Scrap of paper. What is the frick? How are we going to use that as a clue? Maybe he was written a note too? Okay. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Fumi's mask. I've already figured this out. Yep. Blow to the head. He's most likely killed Justin Hammer 3, but his glasses were covered. We already went over this. Okay. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had hidden on him. Hidden.
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you... I mean, like I said, Kyoko did the exact same thing for Chihiro. So,
Why is that?
it was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, better be important, Fumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Wait. So, Taka had a piece of this note. That's what I'm assuming. Because, like, see, it's ripped. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else, blah, blah, blah.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. And he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although, it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so please don't tell anyone. Else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hero told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. Oh, so... someone gave Taka a note, too.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So
Part of it had been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was unfolding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Oh, evidence.
hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carrying out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Gyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-handbook has been added to... just e-handbook in general? Alright. Oh. Class trial time?
Are you excited? Are you pumped?
Absolutely,
It's time for
Monokuma.
the class trial to
Woot woot.
begin.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be the comic section again. Oh no.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death.
Ooh, wow.
And so, with no further ado,
Uh-huh.
everyone please meet at the usual spot.
Alrighty.
Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
Time to get our fun time trial on.
See you soon.
I will, Monokuma buddy, I will.
It would seem.
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right. Again, why does I feel like Byakuya and Kyokyo know everything and then just don't tell me.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Like, I feel like I should be the main character and, like, figure stuff out while everyone else is dumbfounded at my ingenuity. But there's two people that seem to know everything that's going on. Oh, okay. Going through the door. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as they were all there,
Monokuma
two of them.
appears!
Hello, hello, hello! He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication, just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, well, it looks like I've multiplied. Yeah, can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy.
You're not playing along?
Stop.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey.
Then if everyone here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay, then, shall we? Hold on! I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away from anymore, hero. Run away anymore, hero? You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it. For serious.
Hmm.
That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
Oh, another thing I noticed about Celeste. She's accusing a lot. I mean, okay, to be fair, AoE does that too. But AoE's the wild card. She just accuses everyone. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was thinking to myself, but this is probably hindsight, that Leon and Mondo also accused a lot of people. Or, like, they accused non-stop. But I'm now realizing Toko and everyone accused everyone. But I'm also It's also interesting, another thing that I thought about was, I was really wondering who the next killer would be, right? Because the previous two were like hotheads, right? Leon and then Mondo. So I'm like, oh, well, now the hotheads are gone. Who else would there be that was a hothead? And, well, I guess it's not this time. Maybe. Unless it's Yasuhiro. But I don't think so. This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when you get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Fumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for the two that lost their lives. I think one of those is not innocent. The one who killed Ifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. Only one of them, actually. The killer is someone right here. There's a lot less people to work through now.
Yes.
Come on, Big Mac, let's do it. Who are you calling Big Mac? Oh, Makoto, okay. It wasn't me, you gotta believe me. I believe you, bud, I believe you.
Hey,
The story begins when we get down there. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. The trial will be over in no time. Were you listening? Wait till we get into the courtroom to begin your arguing. What do you gotta say, Miss Goldfish Brain? Let's hurry up and go so we can make Hiro pay for this crimes.
Damn.
I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, we went down into the abyss. Doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. There's a lot less people on this elevator. Oh yeah, I was also thinking, I was thinking, since I was going to come up with like a punishment for those two, that was been bowling in my head. Yeah. That's been bowling in my head since the deaths happened, so I think Hifumi's would probably like steamrolled onto like a comic book paper, like turned 2D. Right? Like maybe like a Pudgy Princess themed steamroller flattening him onto a like an oversized comic book. And then for Taka, I don't know, what would Taka be? I don't know, I might have to think harder about that one. Because use the moral compass, right? I don't know, maybe I don't know. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. When I see you all gathered around like this, I realize just how few there are left. Your school life is almost reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed classic trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, I will save. I don't think I got any skills. No, I did. Neural... Oh gosh, the focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop blah blah blah. I mean... Does anything cost 2? Increases the influence gauge by 2. Okay, we'll get rid of that. And maybe the— oh, but I don't use the focus gauge. No, screw that. I don't touch it. Never mind. Okay. Well, with that, I think I am going to end this episode here. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're moving on to the class trial. But yeah, I will, I guess I'll see you in the next— oh, I haven't seen this title screen before. That's Monokuma. Well, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Adios.